So I first became a medical cannabis patient because I was trying to deal with anxiety and panic attacks. I went to a psychiatrist who put me on Zoloft and Klonopin and was trying to prescribe me Prozac, and they didn't work. They were numbing everything, not just anxiety. They were numbing any joy, any quality of life. And it wasn't working for me. And I had heard other people that were using cannabis to control their anxiety, and I was interested because of that. When I told my psychiatrist, he said, it's just gonna make your anxiety worse. It's just gonna make you worse than you are now. And I said, well, then why every time I consume it, do I feel better? My anxiety is lessened. So starting, it was last year when I got my card, I bought a indica cartridge. I was using that before bed. I was amazed. It was all of a sudden, where I was typically up from 1 to 2 in the morning until about 5 or 6, with anxiety, just kind of keeping my mind spinning, and I couldn't really calm down. I couldn't go back to sleep. All of a sudden I was able to use the indica cartridge before bed. I could fall asleep at about 10 o'clock. I could typically sleep until about 7 or 8 o'clock, actually get a solid night's sleep. Be more aware, spend more time with my kids, actually be there and be present, not be snippy and tired and not have any energy the next day. I could actually relax. And so that was how I got involved in it. And I just knew from the change that it made for me that I wanted to make this my career. It was the one thing that I was going to find passion with, and that I really wanted to help people find the same relief that I had had. And that's when I decided that I wanted to get into cannabis no matter what. Started with PharmKent, and since then, since last January, it's just been one story after another. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I've ended up in tears with patients just because their stories are so moving and their stories are so resonant with my own experience, but also with their unique experience. It's always just the same. It's always that cannabis provides a level of comfort and a level of being able to dose yourself on your own terms, where you're not a zombie and you can still enjoy your life and you can still be present, but still have an active solution for things, and an active, healthy solution for things that you're trying to medicate. We've seen so many patients that come in and say, I've tried everything else, and I grew up telling, or my kids grew up with me telling them, don't ever try cannabis because it'll just ruin your life. And they all have the same story, where they all say, I've been prescribed one thing after another and I haven't found relief, and this is really my last hope that I can find some sort of relief and be a functional human being. And without a doubt, they come in, a month later and just say, I don't understand why it took this long for me to find this solution. I'm functional, I'm happy, I'm able to go on with my life and enjoy my life. I think cannabis is, as a parent, it's something that can be really helpful. How many people do you know that say, oh, it's been a really long day with the kids, I'm gonna go home and drink a lot of wine. It wasn't uncommon for me to have mommy friends that would kill a bottle of wine, every other night or every night. And, it comes to that point that, you can use cannabis to calm down. You can use it to help relax in the evening without having, all of the side effects of alcohol. I noticed once I started dosing with cannabis, I started losing weight. I could wake up earlier in the morning. I wasn't constantly feeling tired and run down. I mean, that's something that is huge for me. Now I have energy with my kids. Especially being an anxiety sufferer, there are times that I'll be out in public that I'll start to get a little shaky. And cannabis, if I've dosed with cannabis, that helps me be calm. It helps me actually enjoy time with them, and calm down the anxious thoughts. And definitely helping me get a good night's sleep the night before. It calms down my brain activity to a point that the next day my anxiety is not so bad. It's really helped with the anxiety portion of it, and the panic attacks as well.